Imagine a state-of-the-art supercomputer, right? Like it is absolutely incredible at running these endless, highly detailed simulations of life. It can predict every variable, calculate every single risk, and foresee every possible outcome.
But it just completely refuses to actually run the program.
Exactly. Refuses to press play and, experience it. And if you are a highly analytical person, well, that might feel uncomfortably familiar. Welcome to today's deep dive into an excerpt from The Intelligent Mind's Guide to Genuine Fulfillment.
Yeah, today our mission is to explore that specific, quiet unhappiness that really plagues smart, successful people. We're going to map out how you transition from this intellectual paralysis to, active emotional living.
Right, because the core issue here is optimization, isn't it?
It is. Highly intelligent people constantly optimize for safety. They analyze situations from every conceivable angle, looking for potential risks, until the analysis itself literally becomes the obstacle.
But wait, I have to push back a little here. Isn't choosing safety just basic survival? I mean, avoiding chaos is how we stay alive. Why does the text insist that prioritizing meaning over safety is the only way to find deep personal fulfillment?
Well, because human beings aren't built solely to survive.
Yeah.
I mean, we are built for existential meaning. When you prioritize quantifiable safety, you try to eliminate all those uncontrollable variables that, frankly, make life deeply meaningful.
So you arrive at this secure, stable life, but you feel hollow.
Exactly. You have spent so much time evaluating life that your soul is quietly starving. But from the inside, it doesn't feel like analysis paralysis.
Right. It just feels like you are being thoroughly responsible, like you are doing the right thing.
Precisely. And this gets really tricky when it comes to emotional pain. When something painful happens, a highly analytical brain doesn't just feel the pain.
Oh, it treats it like a math equation.
Yes. It treats the emotion as a puzzle to be solved. You analyze why it happened, what it means, how to fix it, how to prevent it.
So you are generating the appearance of processing an emotion without ever actually feeling it.
Yeah.
But you can't just, spreadsheet your way out of a feeling.
That is a great way to put it. You can't spreadsheet it. Because you bypass the actual feeling, it stays stuck in your system. This creates a massive backlog of unfelt feelings.
It is like having a dozen background apps open on your phone. You don't necessarily see them, but they are constantly draining your battery and slowing down the whole processor.
Right. It creates this vague, persistent heaviness. So to clear that RAM, the text outlines that you have to transition from intellectual analysis to emotional living. And it suggests 3 daily habits to practice feeling rather than analyzing.
Okay, what are those 3 habits?
So they are honest journaling, genuinely honest conversations, and actively sitting with discomfort. Oh, and therapy is also an incredibly useful tool to help guide you through this process.
I want to touch on that last one. To be clear, for you listening, sitting with discomfort doesn't just mean wallowing in misery.
No, not at all.
If we look at the mechanics, simply sitting with a feeling is essentially running exposure therapy on your own overactive threat detection system.
Right.
It forces your brain to stop treating an emotion like a crisis to be solved and just accept it as a physical sensation in your body.
Exactly. Letting the feeling physically move through you rather than outsmarting it is what creates that deep personal fulfillment.
But if you're constantly doing that, if you're treating your own emotions as problems and keeping them at arm's length, it makes perfect sense that you would keep other people at arm's length too.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that why highly intelligent people often end up feeling so socially isolated?
It is a huge part of it, yeah.
Well,
there's an undeniable exhaustion that comes with constantly having to translate or simplify yourself for ordinary conversations.
right. You end up performing a version of yourself that fits the room.
Exactly. And so the real you just gets quieter and more alone. You can be surrounded by a crowd and still feel entirely unseen because no one is operating on your frequency.
Which is why the source emphasizes the absolute necessity of finding people who match your depth. You have to find the people with who you don't have to edit yourself.
Yes, finding those people is the only way to stop performing and start actively living.
It really comes down to this. Your intelligence got you into this trap, but it absolutely cannot think its way out of it.
No, it really can't.
You have to step out of your head. You have to prioritize meaning, embrace a little risk, and actually lean into that emotional vulnerability.
It is a big leap for a lot of people, especially because highly intelligent people are often inherently suspicious of happiness.
Wait, suspicious of happiness? How so?
Well, they tend to associate contentment with a lack of deep thought, like as if being at peace means you have somehow missed a crucial detail or a hidden danger.
Wow, that is such a trap. Which leaves you with this thought to ponder. What if your brilliant minds automatic instinct to immediately search for the flaw in a perfectly good moment is the exact mechanism keeping you dissatisfied.
That is the question, isn't it?
It really is. It might just be time to stop running the simulation, let go of the analysis, and finally press play.